It's Matt here again with mywebbro.com, and today I'm really happy to show you the top 100 websites based on monthly visitors. So this list can be found at Quantcast.com/top-sites. And in the industry, it's pretty well known that this list is fairly accurate. It's pretty accurate. And sometimes the results are surprising when you see certain companies moving up and down the list. So let's get right in there and take a look. Quantcast.com/top-sites. And of course, what do we find? Number one is Google. So Google.com comes in number one with 208 million monthly visitors. So that's pretty impressive. And just for someone who might not live on planet Earth and know what Google does, this is what Google does. Right? So I sell Callaway golf drivers. Whoops. And a customer comes to Google, they search for Callaway golf drivers, and they find Callaway golf drivers. So there's this list in shopping, there's organic search engine optimization that can be done for your website, there's all the other websites like eBay, there's these third-party resellers, so it's a huge marketplace for marketing, for advertising. Okay, so number two, Amazon.com. And I think we all are pretty familiar with Amazon, but a lot of business owners, I think, are surprised when I tell them that they should be selling their candy on Amazon, or they should be selling their coffee beans on Amazon. It's kind of weird to think that you would throw that stuff on Amazon and compete with yourself, but the fact is 172 million people per month aren't visiting your website. They are visiting this website. So that's the reason why you want to have your products on Amazon. YouTube.com comes in third at 165 million monthly visitors. So what would I do with YouTube if I owned a business? Well, what do I do with YouTube? I use it just to market my business. And another thing you can do on YouTube is you can find trends, you can find hot new items to sell if you're a store owner. Let's just take the idea of coffee beans, and you go to YouTube and you can just find a number of videos, you know, in this case 1.2 million views regarding coffee, and so you can see that there's definitely a market there for it. Facebook.com, 143 million monthly visitors. So we all know what Facebook looks like. But when we're in Facebook, oh, it's going to probably log me right in. Yeah, sure, why not? When we're in Facebook, what we always see are those advertisements, and I'm going to show you one right here. So this advertisement pops up because I'm friends with the guy who owns the company, or I'm friends with the guy who's part owner of the company. So what you see here is an advertisement that's relevant to me in my life. If I was gonna buy storage, I would probably just buy it right here because I see a Facebook ad, a friend in the industry selling that stuff. It's not always friends, sometimes they're paid ads and stuff, but in this case it's showing me a friend's ad. But I just want to show you what that looks like. What does Facebook look like? So eBay.com, and what are you gonna do on eBay anymore? Well, I like to think of eBay as like maybe my customer's clearance rack. You're having a hard time, you've got like 300 units of something, some dongle or something, and you just want to get rid of it. So throw it up on eBay and just kind of try and like sell it that way. It's not a bad idea to have an eBay account going, and some small businesses started on eBay, and some small businesses are able to run their whole business on eBay, so that's kind of cool. Wikipedia, 121 million monthly viewers or visitors. So Wikipedia is not something usually that anyone that I know is going to use for marketing. In some very rare cases, I'll give you one example, is a company who makes little silicone wedding rings. And I had this idea that since it's such an obscure thing and it's hard to explain, that they could have a Wikipedia page. So it was an idea I had. I never got a chance to pitch it to those guys, but That's an example of a product that would probably benefit from having a Wikipedia page. It would also help it rank higher in Google and other places. So, but Wikipedia with 121 million monthly visitors is not a bad idea to have an article on there if it's possible. Twitter.com, I think we know what Twitter is. And now Twitter's got advertisements and all that stuff. But if I'm on Twitter, if I'm logged in, and if I'm searching for, let's say I'm searching for sports bar, Orange, California. I don't know what's going to happen when I type that in there, but let's just see what happens. Cool, so Chalky Sticks. Looking at a picture of Danny K's. I know that bar. Cool, so I type in sports bars in Orange, California, and I'm just looking at 3 photographs of Danny K's and a bunch of Twitters from Danny K's. So Danny K's has got their Twitter game on point, and what that means is just that they're like, they've got someone tweeting for them, which is cool. It just helps gain relevance on the internet. Yahoo.com, I think we all know Yahoo.com. Yahoo.com comes in at 105 million monthly visitors, way under Google, but there's a lot of people who trust this search right here. Cool, so there's some companies you can see marketing right there. Just another place where you need to be on the internet. You need to be there. Reddit.com, a lot of people are surprised when they hear that this is such a popular website, because people sometimes, I think, come to this website for the first time and don't know what to do. They don't know what they're looking at. But I can tell you, it's a highly addictive website, and it might not be a place where you're going to market your business, but for viral marketing or guerrilla marketing, this is an incredible outlet. This has a user base that's very diehard and very loyal to Reddit. So if you can get 1,000 or 2,000 people on Reddit on board and liking your product, you're doing very well as far as branding is concerned. And number 10, with 70 million monthly visitors, is Yelp. So some business owners have had bad experience with Yelp because it's hard to control people and their comments. But it just means you have to be really good at what you do, and you have to be really good at PR, and you have to make sure you follow up with people and talk to them. But if you own any business, if you own any kind of business that's a retail location, you better be on Yelp. No joke. I'm not saying that you better be advertising on Yelp or that you better be spending money, although you probably should be. But you should definitely be on Yelp with some reviews. So, and yep, and all my favorite coffee houses are right there. Ooh, there's one missing, and I won't name their name, but... So that's the top 10 most popular websites according to the Quantcast list. Let's just very quickly skim through the 90 others and just look at some of the big dogs. LinkedIn comes in 11. We just missed them, but I would have loved to show you that. That's another great marketing platform for your business or for yourself as a person. Adobe, BuzzFeed for news, Bing. I would think Bing would come in higher, but Bing's rating 14th with 47 million visitors per month. Walmart.com, wow, 16th in North America. Live.com is Microsoft's website. Outlook, so I would think that would rank a little bit higher too. New York Times, we got news, Netflix, Craigslist, interesting. WordPress, not that interesting that they're coming in 23rd because 23 to 25% of the internet runs on WordPress. So that makes perfect sense, actually. Cool. Urban Dictionary, Giphy, just a silly website. Pinterest, not so silly website, very good for marketing. If you're a small handmade, you make handmade stuff for customers and you're a small company. Apple.com, MLB.com, cool. So the top 50 was interesting. Instagram coming in at 43, very, very low, considering how many people talk about Instagram and how much appeal Instagram has. Zillow hitting right there at 50 for Zillow, so that's pretty good. That's the first real estate website you've really seen. 51, Ranker, IMDb, Indeed, okay. So if you're someone marketing services, you should probably be on Indeed. It's coming in 53, and it's the top of those kinds of websites. Etsy, another great place to sell homemade stuff or art. Great place to sell homemade clothing, fashion stuff. Glassdoor, I guess coming in 56 with 19 million people visiting it. I guess it's a good place to have your resume, right? Cool. Cool. So Spotify, you'd think that number would have to be higher. You would think that number would have to be higher, but that must not be counting for people logging into their application, obviously, because you see a song will get 100 million listens, you know, in a week. So that number seems really low. Okay, great. There's the actual Microsoft.com website coming in 88th. Okay, and Lifehacker.com is the last one on the list, 100. So Lifehacker.com is a blog at 13 million monthly visitors. So you guys, it was great to show you this list. Hopefully you got some insight as to why are business owners spending any money online. Okay, well, why are they spending money with Google? Why are they spending money with Yelp? Now you can see the reason why those big websites with those astronomical numbers of monthly visitors are getting so much attention from local business owners. So have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can check me out on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn, and I have a Twitter feed going. It's @MyWebPro. So have a great day. See you soon. Bye.